Aries, welcome to your Winter Solstice 2022 reading here on the Astroflower. Have you seen the collective? Oh, well, if I was you, let's just connect to that energy line that runs through this table. There we go. And let's just bring up your Astroflower. Lovely. Excellent. Okay, so the collective reading, and we did a world chakra reading. There is a second part to this reading which will be coming out, which is where we will be where I'll be dowsing your chakras and your aura over the next sort of 3 months and see what sort of how you can sort of position yourself according to life energetically. We'll also be getting a reading from the Earth to see if the Earth energy has a message for you. But in the meantime, let's just get back to your solstice reading going from the 21st of December right through to the 21st of March. Here's your overall energy. It's very soft, it's very firm, it's very secure. You've done the work this year. This is your autumn period. And autumn is a moment to be cherished, really is remember the last year of what happened during the summer, during the springtime, in the snow of the winters and everything like that, harvesting all the fruits, the harvest festivals and everything like that. And it is a moment of reminiscence and everything like that. It is obviously a change of fortune for you. And it is, because it's the moment that we decide what we like to do in the past, what we don't like to continue doing, what we want to start, what we don't want to do, what experiences we want to have. And I think this is tied into realizing what you've done in the past year and how this really plays into your life and creates just a beautiful foundation for a future. And I think that is what the change of fortune is all about. It's almost as if you step up a gear rather than it's a change of fortune. Let's just see what's going on in the karmic message in regards to your relationships and your emotions on that side. It's like mulled wine. It's like, vin chaud in French, hot wine. It's just really nice. It's learning to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Letting go of the old stressed life. You've been working hard over the year. I think you've done a lot of work. Done a lot of work about your connection with family and friends. That has been really evident. You've done a lot of work within, this is over the last year, a lot of work in regards to your job as well and stuff like that. But in your relationships, I think it's time to say goodbye to those worries of relationships. So you don't worry anymore. I think this is what you've got to learn to do. This is what this mulled wine is all about. Learning to relax, learning to enjoy and trust yourself and trust what's going on around you. And let's just see what's going on the first month. So there's still a lot of activity going on mainly with friends and family and stuff like that. It could be with your partner. There's still a lot of it's like an Indian summer really. There's still a lot of things going on around you, but yeah, as I was saying, there is a sense that you've got an eye on the future, and this is where that intuition comes into play. Where because you've got that eye on the future, this may be examining the past year worries of what caused you headaches and heartaches in the last year, and putting it to bed, putting it to rest, and also just, as I said, looking forward to what is going to the fruits or what is going to bring or what you want in the coming year. Let's just see what the second month. Now we have the February anomaly here that I've been talking about, and you're going to roll off it. It's almost as if it's like sometimes there's a rock in the river, the water comes in, it builds up the water in front of the rock, so anything that comes towards it almost gets just pushed out the way, and it's just trusting in life that it's going to push you out the way. And I think this is part of the learning curve of letting go. Yeah, just be here and now within all your relationships that are around you. Just being in the here and now, concentrating on the one flame at a time, just enjoying the moment in the second thing. So as the world changes outside, you're just going to be able to roll off it in regards to your relationships. I think it's going to help you to concentrate on your couple, concentrate on your family, your larger family, your friends. It's going to help you to sort of concentrate on everything, but on one thing at a time. And it's going to give you great satisfactions of who you are and where you've got to, and opening fresh doors of enjoyment for you and activities as well. Let's just see what's going on the third month. And this is leading up to your birthday. It's like a heart coming out, like a strawberry in a way. This is weird. It's like it's the succulent, sweet fruits of joy and happiness. Ooh, the devil. Bit of a temptation, maybe. That's what the strawberry could be. A bit of a temptation for you. The devil's also, he's the light bearer. He's the person, or he's the archetypal sort of person that brings forth that light that shines on the greater path that is around us, that gives us those temptations to leave the path. And I would explore a little bit. I think it's exploring in a sense, very safe exploring. Just have a good look at those temptations, because it will really solidify who you are and why you're with these other people. I'm not talking about cheating on anybody here. Just realise what I've been saying. And that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about here is more sort of like in the way of activities or who you interact with in regards to family, friends and community. I would just open the doors a little bit. But it's also the devil, it's Capricorn cards, so they get very obsessed about things. And that's what starts off this whole process in the winter solstice. Being obsessed about that one light, I think, is really important. And I think you're going to master that in this month here. So you are going to get the fruit, the succulent fruits, the juicy fruits of your past labour, or how the work you've done in regards to your relationships that are around you. Let's just see what's going on in your financial sort of side business. Once a wheat field is sown and the wheat is growing, there's not a lot you can do about it. It's like you've got to wait for the corn to ripen, and there's not a lot you can do. There's not much in the way of weeding. It's not like an allotment. It's not like growing courgettes or stuff like that. It's almost sort of saying you've planted your pentacles during this year. You now need a little bit of patience and wait for that return coming in. And I think you're going to be really at peace with your situation in regards to your job, your business and stuff like that. Doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to be moving on. That's not that, or progressing on your career path. It's just almost sitting in that canoe and allowing that river to that pathway to take you forward, rather than having to sort of like paddle your way. Let's see what's going on in the first month. This is like collecting in those fishing nets that you laid down before and counting your catch. Looking at things differently. So basically, the possibility is the returns you're getting in that fishing net might be used more wisely as bait for bigger fish. So I wouldn't start spending the money. I would almost, and you're good at this, you're good at accounts, you're good at figures and stuff like that, generally, Aries. You run a tight ship, and I would look about sort of, not gambling as such, but investing your time and money, and how it's best served, what the best returns you would get on that. Let's just see what's going on in the second month here. Here we got that February anomaly. I think this could be good for you, actually. What it seems to be doing here is the changes that are going to be happening in the economy that I went into on the collective reading is almost going to strip away things that are not really making you any money. So it's almost going to put you... it's all very calm here. It's incredible calm all over the place. A very poised energy. It's almost kind of like part of these changes are going to take off a certain aspect of your business or your career or something like that, and you kind of go, that's great, I'm glad that's gone. I don't have to deal with that anymore, sort of scenario. It's going to make you feel a lot better about the world, that it's a little bit more just or something like that. Let's just see what the next month is. This is gearing up to the change, to this Wheel of Fortune, I think. It's a long-term Wheel of Fortune change within you. And the month leading from February through to your birthday season is gearing up to the change. And you're starting to manifest. You're starting to create the opportunities of tomorrow. And it's not necessarily acting and doing them, but it's creating kind of within you, kind of going, if I do this and I do that, then that's the result. And with that, I can do that. Right. Okay. So, now I just need to know the best time in order to start that. And that's going to come back in after your birthday. So this is going to be the interesting one. Let's see what's going on there. Recognition. It's almost like you're the talk of the town. You're a star. And I think this could provide healing for you. I think this has finally got through that period there of that Ten of Swords, sorry. It is that final feeling of kind of going, yes, I've done good work, and yes, I've got good results, and I do not have to worry about that past anymore. And that's that healing thing, because you've done incredibly well. And because you're in a position where I think you knew you were going to be in that position, but it's arrived for you. Basically, it's finally there. So there you go, Aries. Don't forget, you've got the second part of this reading coming up to do with your chakras and your aura and the message from the earth energies. Thank you very much for being here over the last year. Seriously, it's been an absolute joyous journey. Crazy, but joyous. So thank you very much for your support over this last year. You do have the collective readings and the world chakra readings as well. And this energy blueprint readings, which we're going to be starting in January, it's all coming into the work I do on a daily basis as a healer, and with the auras that I see and stuff like that. So, there's loads going on this channel. It's been good for you to be here. And thank you very much for being here. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.